Many don't know I actually started investing in crypto before investing in stock market because I couldn't invest in stocks at the moment. And those who know have been wanting to know more about how I started and how it has been going for me. So everyone, welcome back to our channel. Merry Christmas. Today we're going to talk about how and why I started investing in crypto years ago, talk about a pyramid scheme or a scam where I tried once to make huge returns in the short term, how I sold Bitcoin too early, and more. First, I have to say I'm making this overdue video to explain why I believe it is very important to first educate yourself and understand what you are investing in before investing a single dollar into anything. And the story goes like this. I moved to Miami from Venezuela back in 2014 to go to college and study industrial engineering. At the moment, I didn't know much about investing in the stock market, as here in Venezuela, it was not that usual to see people investing in stocks, as people prefer to invest in physical businesses or real estate, which I believe it was like that in almost every Latin American country. But when I got to the US and started going to economics classes and finance classes and started talking more with American people, I started learning more about the stock market. It was then, back in 2015 or so, when I started doing more research about investing and trading and ways to make money online. I remember I started watching Ricky Gutierrez when he started his YouTube channel, when he started trading penny stocks on YouTube. It was then when I started investigating more about day trading, penny stocks, and all that, as it normally happens with people when they start in the investing world, when they start getting into the stock market world. As the more you read about day trading, the more you believe it is easy to make thousands or hundreds of dollars on a daily basis day trading. I'm not saying it is not possible. I'm saying it is not for everyone, as it requires a lot of education as well. Anyway, I opened an account in Investopedia with fake money to start investing and learning more about the stock market, as my boyfriend already had one and was teaching me more about it, but I was not able to do it with real money as I didn't know how to. At that moment, my boyfriend and I didn't have social security numbers, so we couldn't open an account with Robinhood or any other brokerages. And even though there were other options to invest with European banks, for example, as I also have a European passport, it was really expensive at the moment and really hard. As you can see, I didn't know much about investing and the stock market world at the moment. Then in 2016, I took a Finance 3 class where I was able to sit down with my professor and learn more about it, as I have to say that this was one of the things that helped me the most at the moment, as his class was about analyzing companies and investments in the stock market. Still, I was not able to invest as I didn't have a social security number. The thing is that with time, my boyfriend had a friend from Italy that was having the same issue as us, as he wanted to invest in the stock market but didn't have a social security number. So he started doing some research and talking with people at college, and it was then when he found out about Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. It was then when we learned about it and opened a Coinbase account without knowing anything and started investing in cryptocurrencies. At the same time, I learned that if I started working at the library or any lab in the university, I could get a social security number, which I did immediately. So back in May 10th, 2019, I bought 0.03327 Bitcoins for $62.99 as Bitcoin was at $1,800. 2 days later, I bought 2.25 Ethereums for $202.99 on May 12, 2017, as one Ethereum was worth $88 each. The very first day, I also bought 5.2 Litecoins for $152.99, as Litecoin was at $28.78. I didn't buy more coins as on Coinbase at the moment because those were the only coins that Coinbase was offering back then. It was then when the craziness started. I started investing more and more into crypto as I got my social security number November, 3 months later. So within those 3 months, I didn't have social. Between May and August, a lot of crazy things happened in my life. As I said, I started investing in crypto in May 2017. So we can see that Bitcoin was going up massively almost every single day. As when I got my social security number, Bitcoin was already at $4,500, Ethereum was already at $400, and Litecoin at $51 per coin, meaning that I was up 150% on Bitcoin, 354% on Ethereum, and 82% with Litecoin. The thing is that was not the only thing I was doing with crypto. Remember I told you I got into a pyramid scheme or a scam? Well, this was called BitPetite. This website was giving you supposedly 147% return in 6 weeks, which was actually 47%, but still that was incredible at the moment. I knew this was a scam, we all knew that, but it was so new that we were trying to take advantage of it and try to mess with the system, as it also had a huge referral program. Because if I refer you, I would get 10% back. Then if you refer another person, you would get 10% back from that person, and I would get 5% back from your referral. Then if that person refers another person, that other person will get the 10%, you would get the 5%, I would get 2% of that person that was referred by the referral that you referred. I know it sounds really confusing, and it was a huge scam, which is why I did not put all my money into it, but we were trying to take advantage of it. I just wanted to know if I was able to take advantage of it, which I did. I started with Litecoin first, and I was doing it with Bitcoin as well, while Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin were going up massively in value every single day. I was able to do this BitPetite thing for 4 months between June and November. I remember being in New York because of Hurricane Irma, trying to cash out all of my coins from this scam, which thank God I was able to make money and not get scammed or lose money when they disappeared. As when I was able to recover my initial investment, I only started doing it with the gains. Now, other than that, I also started investing in altcoins. This that I have here was my portfolio back in January 2018. As you can see, I was already investing in Cardano when it was at 45 cents or so, and in all of these other altcoins, without even knowing what their project was. I was just investing in them because we had a huge group on WhatsApp to talk about crypto with people all over the world, and we used to talk about all these altcoins, and we invested in huge projects such as Stablecoin. As you can see here, this was the average price that I had, and this is the price that it is right now. Huge mistake. Anyways, we saw Bitcoin getting to $20,000 in 7 months. I was up 600% on Bitcoin, 800% on Ethereum, and still I didn't sell a bit of it. I just stopped buying crypto while started investing in stocks after BitPetite, right after I got my social security number in August 2017, as it was the thing that I wanted to do so. So I started getting hard into stock investing and reading a lot until I got to a point that I wanted to invest more in stocks but didn't have more money available, as everything else was invested in crypto, and I was not able to invest in stocks that much, only a bit monthly, as I was not making that much money. Crypto crashed in 2018 from $20,000 to $10,000, then $8,000, and then $4,000. I obviously started to panic, as I was still up big in my investments. As remember, I started investing at $1,800 plus the money I made from the scam, but it was not obviously the same amount of money I had months or weeks later when Bitcoin was at $20,000, and I didn't want to lose more. It was then when my boyfriend and I decided to sell everything. Just take profits and leave crypto behind and only focus on stocks. Years later, I can say I learned a lot from this. First of all, I learned to never sell, but more importantly, to first understand what we are investing in and stick to our beliefs and research, because when I sold Bitcoin at $4,000 or $5,000, I knew nothing about that. I knew what Bitcoin was, but I really didn't believe in what I was reading. I didn't believe it was possible for Bitcoin to be what Satoshi Nakamoto wanted it to be, and I felt really vulnerable by not understanding everything but still investing a lot of money into it. That was my first mistake. So first, I learned to never sell, invest in the long term. Second, to do a lot of research before investing in anything, as I do right now with companies. And third, that I need to focus on increasing my income instead, because at that moment I wanted to invest more money in stocks and options and all that, but I was not making that much money monthly, and all the money I had saved up was in crypto, and I didn't want to sell because it crashed, but I didn't have any more options. So instead of focusing on increasing my income to be able to invest more money in stocks while crypto recovered without the need to sell crypto, I decided to sell my crypto to invest in stocks. I now can say that obviously money-wise, I regret selling Bitcoin. I would have had more money today than what I actually do. Who wouldn't? But also I'm grateful with what I learned and what I have been doing since then. Because of that, I was able to focus 100% in stocks and learn a lot about it, because I started with stocks late in 2017, but still was more focused on crypto. I was able to learn more about investing, and I was able to open this YouTube channel. After that, I started investigating more about it, reading more, and trying to understand more, as I didn't want to invest back in crypto before understanding more. Now I'm investing in crypto. I started in the last crash. I don't have that much money invested in it, and you guys know it. I now understand a little bit more. I don't understand everything 100% yet. I'm not gonna lie, as this is a constant learning process, and that's why I've not invested that much money into it yet. But I now can see what my mistakes were years ago and can now avoid making those mistakes again. With this video, I want to tell you guys to understand everything that you invest in, never sell. If nothing changes other than the price of the stock or the coin, and most importantly, focus on increasing your income so you are able to not panic in case Bitcoin drops from $20,000 to $8,000 as it happened to me.